Hello everyone, welcome to our today lecture. In our today lecture, we are going to discuss that how to obtain residuals and how to check that either our residuals are normally distributed or not. So for obtaining the residuals, first of all you have to run the linear regression model, and after running the linear regression model then you can obtain residuals. And after obtaining the residuals, then we will apply a test to check that whether our residuals are normally distributed or not. So let's start our today lecture. So first of all, we have to copy all of our dataset from Excel file, then go back to EViews file, STATA file, then click on data editor and paste all of your dataset here. So now go to statistics and apply linear regression model. Here you have to write your dependent variable, and in this option you have to write all of your independent variables, then click on OK. So here you have got the linear regression model results. So now click on statistics, then go to post estimation, then from these options click on predictions and select this first option, prediction and their standard errors, leverage statistics, distant statistics, etc. This option you have to select this option. So now you have to write new variable name, as we are interested in to obtain residual. So let name the new variable as resit. For example, as we are interested to obtain the residual, so I am naming the new variable name as resit, which is residual. Then click on this option, residual equation level scores, as we are interested to obtain the residual. So click on this option and then click on OK. So when you click on this option, here you can see that it has created predict resit is equals to residue. Basically this is the command. If you are not using this method from statistics, then you can directly write predict resit comma residuals. So this will create a residual in your data file. So let's see that if the new variable is created in our data file or not. You can check it by clicking on data editor. So here you can see that it has created the new variable, which is resid, or which is are also called residuals, so which we are interested in obtaining the residuals. So basically what is residuals or error term or error? It is the difference between actual minus estimated. So resid or residuals is equals to actual minus fitted or estimated. So this is the formula for calculation of residual, actual minus estimated or fitted. We have to remove this, as this is the command line. If I press enter, then it will give me an error because there is no command for these such writings. So now we have obtained the resid or residual. Now we want to check that either this residual is normally distributed or not. Then we have go to statistics, then go to summary and table, then let me okay statistics, then go on summary and tables, then go to distribution, plots and tests, then go to Shapiro walk normality test. So here when you click on this option, it will asking about you what is the variable which you want to test the normality. So we have created the variable resit, so we are interested to check the normality of this variable. So then click on OK. So when you click on OK, it will give you the results for Shapiro-Wilk residuals for the normality. So what is the guideline for the acceptance or the rejection for null and alternative hypothesis? So basically, first of all, you have right to the null and alternative hypothesis. So the null hypothesis or the H naught is residual is normally distributed, and alternative hypothesis or H1 is the residual is not normally distributed. So here are our null and alternative hypothesis. Residual is normally distributed and residual are not normally distributed. So what is the criteria for the acceptance or the rejection for these H0 or H1? We have to see this probability value. If the probability value is less than 0.05, then we have to reject the null hypothesis. But in our case, our probability value is greater than 0.05, so we have to accept the null hypothesis, which means that residuals are normally distributed. So what is the guideline? If the probability value is less than 0.05, then reject the null hypothesis. But in our case, p value is greater than 0.05, so we have to accept the null hypothesis, which means that our residuals are normally distributed. So this is how you can run and obtain the residuals, and you can check that whether your residuals are normally distributed or not. So first of all, you have to run the linear regression model, then you have to obtain the residuals. Then after obtaining the residuals, you have to apply the Shapiro-Wilk test to check the normality of the residuals. So you have to see the probability value. If the probability value is greater than 0.05, then you have to accept the null hypothesis, which means that our residuals are normally distributed. So this is all for this video. If you have any question, you can ask me.